Good morning, everybody. Hey, how are you this morning? Listen, I need you to go ahead and share this message. Invite somebody to join us today for Winning Wednesday. Apologize for the little delay. There was a little technical issues that I was facing. Being on the road traveling, it always comes with its fair challenges. But I pray you all are doing well today. Listen, if you are ready for this Winning Wednesday, I need you to go ahead and type in "I'm ready." Come on, I need you to share, and I want you to just type in "I'm ready." There's something that happens when we come into alignment for preparation. Preparation means that I'm ready to receive. Preparation means that I'm already in line to whatever is going to happen. I need you to be prepared. Just put in the chat right now, "I'm ready." Last week, we had an amazing time for our first Winning Wednesday of the year, and we were talking about being fit ready. I want you to know that fit ready, that thing just hit my spirit again this morning. Fit ready is being ready spiritually, mentally, and physically. So when we're talking about being ready spiritually, physically, and mentally, are you ready for the challenges at hand? You know, there was a survey done, and it says, Vivian, that most of the people who are in line to set their minds to do something within less than 30 days, they quit. They give up, they throw in the towel. But I want you to understand today, Patola, that we are going to be fit ready for 2025. We're not going to put things aside. We're not going to allow things to hinder, but we're going to get ready for what God has in store for us. The Bible tells us in Hebrews 12 and 1, it says, "Let us lay aside every weight or every sin that so easily beset us." I want you to know that today that there's something that God has greater. I want you to put it aside. Don't let that thing from last year cover into this year. Don't let those past mistakes be your new mistakes. But I want you to get ready because 2025 is going to be your year. I decree and declare that greater is upon you. Greater is your portion. Greater is what God is going to have in store for you. Greater. I believe that greater is going to be in this year. My good friend that's on right now, Pastor Stephen Hurd, has an amazing live recording coming next week. Pastor Hurd, I decree greater in this new year. I decree that your song, your CD will reach the nations. You got to know what you're believing God for in this new year. And when we're fit ready, you got to also say, what is hindering me? What is stopping me? What is causing me to fall short? What is causing me not to get what I need? What is causing me to be hindered? But when you put your mind forth today, when you put your thoughts and say, you know what, I'm going to commit my thoughts unto the Lord and my works shall be established. I want you today to not look at Wednesday as just another day. I want you to look at Wednesday as being the half part of the week that you're almost to completing your goal. Putting Wednesday as the point in your life that you said, "I'm making up my mind that I'm not turning back." There was a woman in the Bible, she looked back. She had clear instructions to continue moving forward, but she looked back at the past. She looked back at things she thought she was losing. She looked back at friends that God was delivering her from. And God said, "Don't look back. I want you all to stay encouraged on the day. Don't look back. There's greater in store for you in this new year. There's something that God has in store." The Bible tells us in Ephesians 6 and 10, it says that we must put on the whole armor of God that we may be able to stand against the wiles of the enemy. I want you to get yourself conditioned. I want you to get yourself with God's armor, put on his word today, and knowing that I got God's whole armor. But then what happens is that when you put on the armor of God and you know the enemy is coming at you, you got to know that, listen, I am protected. No matter what he throws at me, no matter what pitfalls he try to put before me, I am protected. Can somebody just drop in the comment right now, say, "I'm covered"? You're covered by the blood of the Lamb. You're covered. You're covered knowing that no matter what you're facing, that the enemy cannot touch you. He cannot harm you. He may try to buff at you. but you got to remember that I'm covered. When death tries to come knocking at your door, just say, you know what, death, you got to pass over me because I'm covered. When sickness tried to become something that attaches itself to your body, you got to start decreeing over your life saying, I am healed. I'm covered. When your family starts going left and you start saying, wait a minute, I am in the right position with God, just say, I'm covered. When you start feeling yourself drifting away and you're not being in the right alignment where God wants you to be, say, you know what? I'm pulling myself back. Why? Because I'm covered. You are covered by the blood of the Lamb. And no matter what you are facing today, I want you to get into your mind that you are fit ready. I want you to get into your mind that you are spiritually, physically, and mentally ready for what lies ahead. 2025 is going to be the best year yet. 2025 is going to be the year that everything that is going to change for your life. 2025 is going to be the year that all that you've been praying and asking for, God is going to do it right now. I decree and declare that this is your best year yet. Even though I had issues starting this morning, even though there were some technical issues, but guess what? I continued to persevere. I continued to push and I did not give up. And guess what? We are here right now. But what would happen if I'd have just threw my hands up, say, oh, well, it's a problem. But I moved from one area to another one, it didn't work. I went from another area to another area, it didn't work, but I did not stop there. And I'm so committed to what God has in store for me in this year that I say, you know what, I'm going to continue to push for it because I am fit ready. Don't let obstacles stop you. Don't let trials come and hinder you. But I want you to get fit ready for the challenge. That's right, Drika. You got to push. When you start pushing, when you start pressing, you're going to see that the oil will start flowing because the pressing, it takes the pressing to create the oil to come out of those olive plants. And I'm telling you, this year is going to be your best year yet. And there's something that God has put in store for you. There's something that God has in store for you. There's something that God has a plan for you. And that's why I decree over your life that 2025 is going to be greater. God spoke to me. He said, I want you to reach 1 million souls in this year. And I tell you, I am going to continue to do what God has given me. I am physically and fit ready. 1 million souls. We're taking this world by storm. I will not be silent. I will continue to open my mouth. And God, wherever you send me, I'll go. Lord, whatever doors you open for me, I'm going to walk in. Lord, for wherever you want me to do, I'm going to do it because I am fit ready. Listen, I need you to just drop that in the chat one more time. Fit ready. Because you're fit ready spiritually. Come on, you got your mind together. You got your mind aligned in God's plan for your life. I want you to be physically ready. Whatever you got to do, you start doing it. Hit the gym, hit the steps, start walking, do whatever you need to do. You need to be fit, ready for this challenge. And then I want you to say mentally, I am mentally ready. You're mentally ready. No matter what comes at you, I know that this may not work. I know I may not have this, but I am mentally ready. So this is why I want you to decree over your life that you are fit ready for what God has in store for you. And I want to leave you with this. I want you to be ready for this Saturday for the Global Prayer Wall. We are praying in this month. We are nations, United Nations in prayer. And I literally have guests that have been a part for the last 2 weeks. This week, I have my friend, my brother, Pastor Clement, who will be joining us this Saturday. I want you to be ready. For those of you in the Eastern time zone, that is 7 a.m. Those of you who are in the European time zones, that's 12 noon. And those that are in other areas, just check your calendar. Just follow the Eastern time zone. But I want you to join us for this United Nations in prayer. It has been amazing. I'm telling you, God is doing something. Last week, my friend, my brother, Prophet Powers, he started prophesying, speaking into the lives of people. I'm telling you, miracles started manifesting. The first week we had Reverend Samuel on from Sierra Leone, and I'm telling you, the words that he ministered started shifting the atmosphere. And I can't wait to see what God is going to do this year. Join me this Saturday for United Nations in prayer. It's going all this month. I have a special guest joining me every week, and I want you to be a part of it. Share it, spread it, invite somebody to join us for United Nations in prayer. Listen, for those of you who are fit ready, remember, started this year, we changed our time slot. So every morning at 7 a.m., We are here and we are on every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. for the prayer wall. We are on every Sunday morning for a preached and ready word that's going to change your life, 7 a.m. on Sundays. And every Wednesday, we are here showing you how to win. There's keys to winning. And I want you to use your key to open your door. There is blessings that are before you. There is a miracle that is waiting for you. But I need you to get ready. Remember, we are winners and we don't give up. My sister Khalifa, how are you? God bless you, Kalila. Thank God for you. You are a miracle. You are a testimony from what God has done in your life. And I want you to continue to let your light shine and let people know that God is a healer, that God is a miracle worker, and I won't stop now. Listen, if God has been good to somebody out there this morning, just remember it's not over yet. Even though you may get some humps in the road, even though you may feel that you are stagnated in an area, but remember, there's more in store for you. Don't give up now. If I would have gave up this morning, I wouldn't be here right now, but I kept pressing, kept pressing, kept pressing. And guess what? We're here. Listen, I want to leave you all with this. It is a time to sow. I want to encourage you all. If you're watching online today, I want you to get a seed in your hand. Remember, a tight fist will never release your seed. I want you to get a seed into the ground now. There's two ways to giving. I want you to go to the website, livcc.org, or go to PayPal. For some of you in other countries, you can go to our PayPal, and it's simply paypal.me/LIVCC Church. So let's go. Let's make it happen and let's give so that we can be blessed. The writer tells us in Luke 6:38 says, give and it shall be given unto you. Good measures, pressed down, shaken together, should God cause men to give unto your bosoms. But remember, this is the year I need you to get fit ready. This is the year that I need your financial situations to change. This is the year that I know that God is going to shift your life. So let's get fit ready. Let's get ready for the challenge ahead because you have been equipped for this assignment. You have on this breastplate, you have on the armor. You are physically, mentally, and spiritually ready for what God is going to do. I just need your help, guys. Help me spread the word. God told me this year, reach 1 million souls, and you can help me do it. Continue to help spread this message. Continue to help inviting people to join us because this year we are fit ready for the challenge ahead. I'll see you all this Saturday for United Nations in Prayer, the Global Prayer Wall. This is a special time that God spoke to me and He said, open up this year and I want you to unite nations in prayer. And we're literally having 6 countries represented, 6 countries that'll be represented that are joining us for the entire month. So you don't want to miss this. I need you to join me. I need you to be a part of this United Nations in Prayer every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's something that God has in store for you. Love you guys. I'll see you this Saturday for the United Nations in Prayer, a special edition of the Global Prayer Wall. Love you guys. God bless.